We are again at the shrine to George Floyd, and it's the busiest it's been all week. It's hard to imagine, Adrian, that a week ago tonight, downtown Minneapolis was in flames. In another part of this city today, at a university chapel, they gathered to remember the man who died just around that corner. As much a civil rights revival as a memorial, George Floyd's death has galvanized a rare opportunity for change, thundered Reverend Al Sharpton in an emotionally charged eulogy.
What happened to Floyd happens every day in this country, in education, in health services, and in every area of American life. It's time for us to stand up in George's name and say, get your knee off our necks.
The civil rights activist blamed Floyd's death on the illness that spread through the American justice system.
He did not die of common health conditions. He died of a common American criminal justice malfunction.
The family's attorney, Ben Crump, aimed his appeal at all Americans, urging them to continue to speak out for justice as they have this past week.
Do not cooperate with evil. Protest against evil. Join the young people in the streets protesting against the evil, the inhumane, the torture that they witnessed on that video.
Outside, hundreds gathered, listening on loudspeakers, many families with young children pausing after a tumultuous week. Michael Smith wanted to be here to mark the moment.
The community standing together finally. If we continue just to do these things, we can have such a big change. It'd almost be revolutionary.
11-year-old Ariana Phipps has drawn her own conclusions.
It's just really sad because it's racism, and everybody should be treated the same way.
You changed the world, George. We're gonna keep marching, George.
George Floyd's casket will accompany his family as they go home to Houston over the weekend for a family funeral there on Tuesday.
We gonna keep fighting, George. We done turned the clock, George.
With Reverend Sharpton's words ringing in their ears. Adrian, in another part of Minneapolis today, at the very moment that memorial was going on, those 3 officers charged with aiding and abetting murder were in court for the first time. Judge set a $750,000 bail for each of them, and thus begins this long road of prosecution of these cases in court.
All right, Susan, thank you very much.